Once upon a time in a jungle far, far away, there was this king that was having problems with his kingdom because of a giant and his pet dragon, and he's doing it again, man. And his pet dragon. So he went out to the town square one day, you know, and he was saying, hey, anybody that can go slay the dragon and slay the giant can have half my kingdom and the hand of my daughter in marriage. Well, there was a little old fellow in the back, man. He was standing there, you know, and he raised his hand. He says, I can do it, King. And King says, well, step on right up here and let me talk to you. He says, what's your name, boy? He said, my name is Jack. He said, well, Jack, he said, listen, if you can go out, you really think you can get that damn dragon and that giant? Jack says, shit, man, ain't nothing but a thing, dude. He says, okay, well, you go get him. So the next day, Jack was sitting on the swing in front of the damn castle, and he looked over there and he seen Pearline, the king's daughter, that he was going to get her hand in marriage. And he smiled at her and he squinted his eyes just a little bit, and he says, hey, baby, you wanna go hunt a giant? Well, anyway, she didn't want to go, so Jack went out on his own, and he was walking through the forest, and all of a sudden he heard the biggest booming, and it was going boom, 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 boom. And Jack finally decided that was a damn giant. He said, oh, I better run. So Jack run, and he run, and he come upon a persimmon tree, and he decided he was going to climb that persimmon tree. And he got to the very top of that persimmon tree, and that giant walked up to him, face right at Jack. And Jack says, whoa now. He says, where my damn, he says, now, whoa now, giant. He says, don't you be messing with me, because I'm an elf. And the giant says, you a what?
They can see you pulling the string.
I don't care. The giant says, you a what? And Jack says, I'm an elf. Why, I can take this pair. See, secretly Jack was really a tailor in the town. He was a professional tailor. So Jack tells the giant, he says, and Jack was wearing this flesh-colored, he was wearing a flesh-colored apron, and in that apron, he had a pair of scissors, and he says, look here, giant. He pulled out them scissors. He says, I can cut myself open, and I can sew myself back up, and I'll still be okay. And the giant says, no, you can't. And Jack says, oh, yes, I can. You just watch. So Jack commenced to cut across that flesh-colored apron. And when he got to the other side, he pulled out a needle and thread, and he sewed it up. And the giant said, shit! Damn! So he says, let me see them scissors, man. So Jack gave the scissors to the giant. The giant tried to cut himself open, and he fell over and bled out all over the ground, you know.
Where the fuck is this going?
And Jack said, Jack said, well, I guess I can come down from the persimmon tree. So he crawled to the bottom of the persimmon tree, you know, and then he was walking along in the woods, but there weren't no sounds. And all of a sudden he heard a boom, boom. And it was that fire-breathing dragon that was a pet to the giant. And all of a sudden, Jack turned around and he started running. And that dragon was going. He was just breathing down Jack's neck. And the next thing you know, Jack come to a river. He come to a river like, you know. And he jumped in. And that damn dragon jumped in after him. And then the dragon got out a little ways and he went to take a fire-breathing breath and he sucked in some water and he died. He just simply died. And there was no way around it. So Jack, he went back to the king. And he says, I have defeated the dragon and the giant.
Dad, why are you like this, bro?
So the giant gave him half his kingdom, and he gave Pearline as a hand in marriage, and they lived happily ever after in the kingdom.
Why are you like this?
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
Dad.
Oh, man.